They said a machine was coming. Steel and steam. Cold iron teeth that didn't breathe, didn't sweat, didn't feel. They said it would replace men. But John Henry stood tall, a black man with a hammer in his hand, and a mountain in front of him, railroad dust in his lungs, sunfire on his back, calluses built from survival. He was born into a world that tried to measure his worth in sweat, that tried to grind his strength into profit, that tried to tell him a machine could do what a man does better. He bosses laughed. Let the steam drill race him. John Henry didn't laugh. He wiped his brow, gripped his hammer, and looked at that mountain like it owed him something. Boom! The hammer struck steel. Boom! The tunnel answered back. The steam drill hissed and screamed, spitting smoke like it was alive. But John Henry kept time with his heart. Each strike a declaration. I'm here. I am human. I will not be erased. The crowd held its breath. Rocks split. Sparks flew. The mountain cracked. And then, silence. John Henry had won. The machine stopped first. The men cheered. The bosses frowned. History blinked. Odd victory came with a price. John Henry stood there, hammer still warm in his hand, heart beating too hard for a world that never loved him back. They say he smiled. They say he fell. They say he died standing, not because he was weak, but because he gave everything to prove a truth the world keeps forgetting, that progress built on broken people isn't progress at all. John Henry is best known as a legendary figure, but many historians believe the story was inspired by real black railroad workers who labored during the late 1800s. During America's rapid railroad expansion after the Civil War, thousands of formerly enslaved black men worked as steel drivers, men who drilled holes into rock by hand so explosives could be placed. It was some of the most dangerous and physically demanding work in the country. One strong historical theory places the real-life inspiration for John Henry at the Big Bend Tunnel in West Virginia, built between 1870 and 1872. Records show black steel drivers there outperformed early steam drills, proving that human skill and endurance could still surpass machines of the time. No single document proves John Henry as one individual, but that doesn't make him fictional in spirit. John Henry represents many real black men whose names were never recorded, whose bodies built America's infrastructure and whose strength was essential to the nation's progress. In that way, John Henry wasn't just real, he was multiplied.